Welcome back, audience. So today I want to show you the changes I've made to yesterday's tunnel bore. I kind of just did the barrel thing on that bore for fun, and Diarello 20. Nice. I've got a bunch of people on the server today. We've got a new member. X104 Good Boy X you may know him as Way of Time, and he made a really cool request system, basically, that functions, like, in my opinion, better than Logitech pipes, using factorization and red power. And for Direwolf, Elo says she knows you're watching this, but I don't know, I have my doubts. If you're anything like me, Direwolf, you probably don't really watch a lot of LPs outside of your own, since you have to watch your own over and over to be sure that you have it edited correctly. 3 creepers, huh? That's crazy. So, I have a router here, and I have upgraded this router with bandwidth and thoroughness. The thoroughness upgrade doesn't seem to work right, so I kind of had to reorganize anyway, and what I've been doing is just kind of adding on, and I'm instead of doing like one router for a small group, I've just kind of been throwing barrels on here, like, like in a big group. I don't really mind kind of light the area up here. So, and I need to dye this because someone else is going to use all whites. Obviously this chest is completely pointless, I promise. So I ran the bore for just a short period of time here, and this is what I got out of it. I just wanted to test to be sure that everything worked. I'm going to have to put a world anchor in here, and I should have everything I need to do that here. So let's do that, shall we? I have the recipe right here. It's diamonds. I'm going to need 2. 1, 2. And I'm also going to need ender pearls, which I already have here. I think I have everything else that I need already in my inventory, so let's do this. We need a world anchor. Some obsidian here. Okay, and I'm gonna put this one here. I'll probably also need to put one. I'm not gonna put it under the router because I don't want. And the reason this tube is here is because this is a filter, because I want to suck entire stacks out at a time, and since filters have an inventory, I don't want it to be adjacent to the router, because then it'll try to insert things into the filter, which will screw the entire system up. So that's why this is like that. I'll probably just, for the time being, put it right here. Get some ender pearls in here. That'll get us going for 12 hours. Getting some more ender pearls should be really easy. Ella must have just gotten ahead. So now that we have this world anchor here, I should be able to go back to my tunnel boring machine, which I wanted to show you because since I removed all the barrels and put them in my base instead, and put the router up there, the whole thing is significantly smaller, of course, and I don't know how much battery it has left, but it should last a long time anyway. I installed a water break finally, so that is very convenient. I'm glad I did that. I'm only going to run it a short time longer because I'm getting to the point where I'm getting concerned that I might get too close to LRAM's base. I didn't think about the fact that I was going in this direction, and I should have been going south, I think. I don't know. I might just go into the Nether, travel a decent ways, and pick a random place, build a new portal, come out there, and build the tunnel bore down from that position, just to avoid having to worry about where people's bases are. There's not a lot of power left in it, but honestly, I mean, it doesn't take much to run this thing. So So whatever. Anyway, it's going. You can see this. And when gravel falls, unless gravel falls in a very particular place, it should be safe because the gravel, see, you'll see. There, the gravel fell, and it actually did fall in that one particular spot that can make this stop working. Like this spot doesn't really matter. None of these spots matter because you see it'll just fall. No big deal. But if it falls on these, it just kind of breaks itself, and that right there is the only spot that matters. And I could fix that if I just moved this torch like here instead. Well, I couldn't put it there. I could put the torch down onto that thing, and then I could put frames out to here to protect anything from falling. I could even put it out like all the way to here, and that wouldn't be a problem. So as you can see, stuff is coming in here, but stuff is not going out into the router. And the reason that that's happening is because the thoroughness thing up there seems to be really... Oh, actually, the reason it's happening right now is because I forgot to put a timer back on it. But occasionally what will happen is the thoroughness thing isn't working right. So I'll get several barrels all containing... I can actually just look in here. As several barrels that all contain cobblestone, and what will happen is, I didn't mean to do that either. What will happen is it'll suck stuff up until it gets to, like, say, sapphire, and if it didn't have sapphire before, it'll jam on the sapphire because it's taken all the barrels up with cobblestone. But as you can see, this is significantly smaller, and with only a very small amount of energy, we've gotten quite far. So it doesn't take a lot of these, and I've been playing around with this, which is the only reason it's really low. This actually, I took this battery box off and sucked up a bunch of lava, which drains it pretty quickly, so I would be even further. These battery boxes will get you a really long way. And I know someone commented in my last video, how do I refill the battery box? How do I keep it full? Well, I don't. I just put a fresh one in there occasionally, and I'm fine with that because it lasts for a really long time. And what I can do is I could just put the battery box right in here, and when I go back to my base, I mean, I don't have to worry about it in my inventory or anything. So that is not a problem. So now that we have some materials in there, I'm going to go back to the base and show you how it works sorting it into barrels. And another thing that I did not mention, and this is kind of part of why I consider the pouches and ender storage to be a little bit, I don't know, I hate using the term overpowered because it is after all a sandbox game. So, I mean, you know, whatever is most fun is what people should do. There is no overpowered really. So I would say for my playstyle, the pouches are a little bit too powerful for my playstyle because they make things too easy for me. Like, I can just mine up all this stuff, right? Grab some iron here, whatever, and copper. I just grab this stuff, and then what I can do, if the timer were on my barrels, this would work even better, but I can now just take this and throw it all into here, right? Put all of this stuff in here, you know, throw this in. I don't need any of this. Okay, put this in, and let's see, put that. You know, that's pretty much it. So now I can just, on my way back, in fact, I'm going to just mine up all this stuff and put it in that pouch. And what I'll end up with is when I get home, I'll have a whole bunch of this stuff in addition to what my tunnel bore got. So I'll see you back at the base. Alright, here we are back at the base. Now, there's apparently a zombie in here because I didn't light the top of my barrels. He spawned right onto the barrels. I'm going to take these out because I don't have anything here I care about running. And we're going to take my timer, if I can find it again. It's probably in here, yeah. And I'm going to just put it, we're going to move this to here, and I'm going to put it here. And where is my sonic screwdriver? There we go. Let's set this guy to, oh, well, found a little problem there. Elaram, fix that, please. Uh-oh, found a bug. Okay, so we're going to set this to 1 second. There we go. And see, it just loads it all in there for me. But if you look here, see, it loads in 64. So the thoroughness thing might just be bugging out with barrels specifically. I don't know. That's tough. But you can see it had several spots for Nicolite, which is not what we wanted. So, let's see. Anything else? You see that's a double? Look, here's cobblestone. Should be down here. Cobblestone here. We don't want that. We've got several spots for redstone dust. Right there. And let's see. I want my battery back because we're going to charge that. I'll have to probably, I'm going to probably reorganize this just so that it looks nice. But you get the idea. Basically, the bandwidth upgrade is more important than the thoroughness upgrade for this because you kind of have to have one of each item in here anyway, even with the thoroughness upgrade, which you normally don't. But that brings me to the next thing that I wanted to show you after I put a lever on this timer because I get tired of hearing it. There we go. Okay, so this is very cool. You guys have probably seen one of these before because it was in both of the base tours that I did. The way this works is for factorization, all the router upgrades and the barrel upgrades and so on, they all need, in fact, I'll show you one right here. Let's see, can I do this? Yeah, this guy right here needs an ender pearl. There's Way of Time. Oh, he's hiding and running away. Okay, so we need 1 leather, a barrel, 2 blaze rods, ender pearl, and dark iron. Okay, and the dark iron you get this way. Always welcome, even when recording. If you put your iron block here, you get dark iron, as you can see here, and then you just harvest that. And what else did we need? We needed 2 blaze rods, we needed an ender pearl, and a piece of leather. So let's take a look. We need a barrel, so let's actually grab an empty barrel here. Grab this one for now. I'll make more later. Okay, so what do we got here? We'll put this here, grab that. Okay, and I should really make a project table for this because I probably am going to make a lot of these at some point. So the first one that gets the upgrade is going to be cobblestone because you know we're going to have plenty of that. Elaram is noobing it up. She's digging straight down. That's awesome. Digging straight down for the win. That's how it's done. How it's done. Oh yeah, let's grab all of this stuff. Stock it up. I should be able to just put it right... well, we don't have our timer running. It's not a big deal doing it manually. So... oh, lapis. Figure out what we want to do with lapis. We'll put it there. We have multiple spots for dirt. Just a big fat mess in here. And really, I need to come up with something for... I don't know, maybe a second ender chest here, or probably not here. I'm going to have to move this over some because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I want to make it so that I know I want to make it so that the ores go over to my ore processing area, or at least into a separate ender chest for now. And that until... Oh, look, 2 for flint as well. Come on, Neptune Pink. Get with the program, man. Why are your barrels all screwy? Look. I got... These were all extras, man. It's no fun. You gotta fix that. Is this an extra? Should that have been here? Yes, look at that. Copper. We got copper over here. Right there. Copper should be there. So may as well move that over. Whatever. I'll work it out. So that is the... This thing will just always burn because it's made of nether brick, which you can now get in soul shards. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but soul forges are powered by corrupt essence. Okay, so that is this stuff right here. Corrupt essence is made by combining vile dust and glowstone dust. Vile dust is made by cooking soul sand. Fair warning to everyone, this recipe is going to change. I held a poll in my thread for soul shards, and like double the people, something like that, voted to change the recipe because it conflicts with another mod. And honestly, like, that's too vague of a, like, I don't know, like putting soul sand in a furnace. That's, I'm not sure I wanted to keep that recipe anyway, because that's weird. And a lot of mods could have the same idea easily, so we're going to stay away from that. The new recipe for corrupt essence is going to be soul sand and glowstone and coal. 1 coal, 1 glowstone dust, 1 soul sand in a shapeless recipe, so you put it however you want in your crafting area, and that will give you 1 corrupt essence. So anyway, you put your corrupt essence in the bottom here, and if you put stone brick in the top, okay, so you will, if you do that, you will get nether brick, which is right here, the recipe for nether brick. That's a slab right there. See, stone bricks in the top, corrupt essence gives you nether brick. Alright, and 1 corrupt essence will cook 8 stone brick, so you'll get 8 netherrack out of that. Good deal, good deal. So, I think that's going to be the end of the episode. Not sure how long this one was, but I've been trying to keep them under 30 minutes, but somehow I have a feeling this is a longer episode than I think. Anyway, see what's going on with everyone else here. Ella's short on redstone, which is crazy. She has more diamonds than redstone. She mentioned that earlier. The Ministry of Digging. Anyway, so that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching.